Question: what is a YubiKey? A YubiKey is a simple and secure way to enable secure passwordless access to your online accounts. Phishing attacks are the most common way accounts are breached today, and the YubiKey protects your online accounts from these attacks. The YubiKey is a hardware security device that you carry with you that lets you authenticate by inserting it into a USB port or tapping it on the back of your phone. Question: why should you care about YubiKeys? In addition to providing best-in-class security, YubiKeys enable you to complete your strategic business initiatives. Both BYOD and work-from-home initiatives are here to stay, but both bring compromises in security in exchange for flexibility. The YubiKey enables you to authenticate your users using any device securely. Question: do YubiKeys help me with my zero trust strategy? Suppose your organization is rolling out a zero trust strategy, either due to best practices or because it was mandated. In that case, the YubiKey is the authentication solution you need for all your users. The YubiKey enables you to deploy phishing-resistant multi-factor authentication for all your users connected to Azure Active Directory. Microsoft's new conditional access authentication strength capability will enable organizations to deploy policies that force users to use phishing-resistant authentication with the YubiKey. Policy enforcement is the key feature that allows you to remove the risk of phishable authentication. This new feature combination enables YubiKeys and Azure Active Directory to be the foundation for your zero trust phishing-resistant strategy. YubiKey and Microsoft fundamentally understand that phishing-resistant multi-factor authentication is the most secure solution for users. For these reasons, programs like AccountGuard enable the world's most sensitive organizations and professionals, like politicians and journalists, to use YubiKeys as their first line of defense in protecting their organizations. Question: there are so many authentication solutions available. How can you be sure you've chosen the right one? Two significant efforts drive today's information security efforts for identity: Zero Trust and phishing-resistant MFA. Zero Trust is changing how we design our systems, so the servers and devices aren't trusted just because they're already on your network. Zero Trust is a concept building on the foundation set by Assume Breach strategy. Zero Trust and Assume Breach are strategies that assume there are compromised devices already on your networks. Zero Trust has shifted the goal from preventing access to networks to controlling access to your sensitive data. As an enterprise deploying Zero Trust solutions, you need reliable, secure, and easy-to-use solutions for authenticating all your users. The YubiKeys meet these requirements. There are no batteries, there are no moving parts, and they have been battle tested by our customers' laundry, driveways, and pets. If you don't believe me, look on Twitter. There's plenty of evidence. YubiKeys provide the most secure, phishing-resistant authentication solutions, which meet and exceed the most stringent requirements for enterprise authentication. Secure systems are great, but they won't work at scale if they aren't usable. YubiKeys are very simple to use. Plug or tap your YubiKey into your computer, and when prompted, enter your PIN and you're in. Simple, safe, and secure authentication for each user in your enterprise. Okay, so maybe Zero Trust isn't what's driving you to look at new authentication solutions. Perhaps it's compliance, or you need to upgrade your existing MFA solution due to evolving threats. Or you are actually looking to just deliver a better experience to your users through passwordless authentication. Passwordless has been a big buzz phrase for years, and everyone agrees passwords stink. But how will you and your organization replace them? Step 1. Select a modern IAM solution that supports phishing-resistant authentication. Azure AD offers two phishing-resistant authentication methods: certificate-based and FIDO. YubiKeys are the premier security key solution for passwordless deployments on Azure. The second step is to start with a pilot group of users. One frequently used pilot group is administrators. Administrators are high-value accounts, and these accounts are common targets for hackers, so let's lock them down first. This pilot ensures Azure Active Directory is configured correctly for your organization, and the processes for deploying hardware to users are well-defined. Once you've cut your teeth on the administrators, now you're ready to start planning deployments to larger people groups. Two great groups to consider are remote workers and first-line workers. The pandemic showed that the information workers could work remotely, but it's also raised new concerns. How will you enable BYOD and work from home while you continue to secure your systems from untrusted networks and devices? YubiKeys are the answer to unlock your BYOD and work from home programs. We also cannot afford to forget first-line workers. They are why we have a job. We must bring all users along to modernize how our businesses operate. Updating the information systems that bank tellers, nurses, hospitality staff, or field technicians use daily requires you to update how they authenticate. Including a YubiKey in the operational plans of how you enable these workforces means that you'll be able to ensure security requirements are met as you allow these users to do their job with simple, secure, and safe access from anywhere. Question: what are passkeys, and are they right for the enterprise? There's been a lot of noise lately about the new password-killing solution, the passkey. Passkeys are a new industry term to make existing technology standards approachable to users. Passkeys are simply just discoverable FIDO credentials. The FIDO2 authentication spec has two different types of discoverable FIDO credentials that enable passwordless authentication. These credential types are copyable and hardware-bound. Since the YubiKey 5 series launch in 2018, YubiKeys have supported all hardware-bound passkey scenarios. Early demos of copyable passkey solutions show how the passkey is not bound to the physical authenticator, but may be copied to the user's profile in the device manufacturer's cloud. Ultimately, passkeys will enable new user experiences and will drive accessibility of FIDO authentication. But copyable passkeys represent another trade-off between security and usability. Enterprises will have to choose whether they want to accept these trade-offs. For more information on passkeys and how this situation is evolving, keep an eye on the YubiKey blog at www.yubico.com/blog. My name is 𝗦𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and I want to thank you for your time in exploring how YubiKey can help you in your authentication journey.